Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Yum, yum, yum. Okay. Okay, hopefully the new redeem works. Let's see, headpad machine and fish cannon should be working. Alright everybody, welcome to Studio Now and Then. Wah! Hello, it's me, Isla. And there it is. Only... Yeah, it seems to work. Haha! Now... now you can, pat the tail. Wow.
Fine.
Hello.
Fine. It's fine. I guess I am cute.
It is still fierce. Still fierce. To this day, it's still fierce. That has not changed. Did we not see the Squishla? Okay, maybe... I mean, that should work. That might be a bit scuffed. We might have to pause that redeem. She didn't appear on the screen. Okay, let's pause that redeem for today then. I need to keep troubleshooting that. So, behind the scenes, like, for debut, lots of stuff has been, you know, it's just been, you know, shuffled around a little bit, but we're gonna bring that redeem back. I think it was quite good. But for now, mods, if we could, please pause that redeem, and then... Hello. There we are. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. I'm me, Isla, your instructor at Studio Now and Then. So the way that I have my redeem set up, all of the redeems should trigger no matter what else is going on. Like it's not, it doesn't wait until the redeem finishes for the next one to start. In theory, I think the issue... The giant crab. Oh, I still need to fix TTS too. Okay. A giant crab is trying to do a vengeance. Really? Unfortunately, all of the guest rooms are under construction at this time.
A gift.
Oh.
Aww. I love it.
47. 47. Well, I got nothing witty for this one.
Blech. Gnomes? What gnomes? Also, oh my goodness, Knit, thank you very much. That's a long time for being subscribed. So thank you very much for all of the support over all this time. I do very much appreciate it. Thank you, and also thank you for fish. Seriously, thank you. You are an absolute legend. What gnomes? What gnomes? No, listen. The sign clearly says no gnomes. Listen, this is a joke that was like at a model ago and years ago at this point. Can we not lay it to rest? Hello, Emmy. Isla. That's my name. Not that one. Raster, that's incorrect. Nah? No, not at all.
Hello.
I suppose technically the Gnome Redeem... Is that turned on? I think it is. I need to double check on that. I did say forever you would have this redeem. That is true. Gnomes? No, you can't have any of those either. I'm sorry. Thank you for the fish. Alright, hold on. Let me... Also, no, thank you very much for fish. I do very much appreciate it. So today, I was working through my laundry list of stuff to do after debut. I still have some more stuff to catch up on. However, the Truth Lie Redeem... Now that one's operational. It's already been activated one time. You guys did hear it, right? Like, it's not just me. I'm so worried that there's just hidden scuff because I have been trying to embetter things, and yep. Oh, there's one. Oh. Thank you for the head pats. I don't know. Listen. I have the tail pat thing, but like I don't know. It just seems kind of awkward to just have the tail. You know, just I don't know. It seems awkward. It's so new, and then you just show up here and you touch the tail. I don't know how I feel about this. Phoenix, hello there. Glad you could make it today. Kyron, welcome in. Soren, hello. Why am I self-conscious about my tail? What? You don't just grab somebody's tail out of nowhere. Like, that's kind of weird, right? As a pillow? No, I don't think so. Listen, we got stuff to do today. I got art that we gotta make. Listen, we got so many art to do today. I don't think we have time for naps. Maybe later, but not right now. Right now, we got art to do. And also making sure that we say hello to everybody. Let's see. Checking redeems. Hold on. Probably definitely a nap later. I don't know why I'm so tired. I'm gonna blame my cat though. He's taking his tap dancing lessons too seriously, and he's practicing at all hours of the night. Would not recommend. Shimigami, hello there. Glad you could make it today. Welcome in. Oh.
Hello.
Had too much of a nap yesterday? Oh. I mean, listen, yesterday was a holiday. It's a perfect day for it, really. 69% hype train? Nice. I have no idea if that was intentional or not, but like 10 out of 10. Well done, everybody. Did the hairpin get bigger? I mean, I don't think so. No, I think it's about the same. Oh, that's a heck of a nap. Happy birthday to your mother. Well, it's like a fancy knitting needle, you know? What would you do if it just kept getting bigger and bigger and then eventually it just took up the entire screen? Hello, welcome. Also, Jericho, hello there. Glad you could make it today. Racer, hello there. It's good to see you again. Oh, wait, hold on. We have a stretch and hydrate already? Very well. Oh, you did a workout today? Yeah, let's go. Did I do my workout today? I think I had a meeting this morning. I did eat, though. I do remember that. I had some delicious pasta leftovers. I'm gonna have to do my workout later. Getting back to it? Heck yeah, let's go. Solid wins all around. Okay, I'm gonna just get closer to you guys. You don't mind, do you? It just feels weird. I've always been like super zoomed in whenever we do chatting, so now I'm like, it's weird if I don't. But yeah, it's Tuesday. We made it to Tuesday, everybody. I'm gonna be honest, I was not very productive today. I've kind of just after big debut and like napping all weekend, I'm slowly starting to get back into the swing of things, but I still have like a lot to do and to plan for, but I'm very much like taking it easy, and it seems very weird, so I'm adjusting to that. I did do a meeting. True. Too close? Am I too close? I don't bite. Maybe. Should you do breakfast for dinner? I mean, why not? If you want breakfast food, what? Why? Oh, hold on. Let me show you the the tail pats. There they are. Oh. It's not the same. So I will reenact the deluxe whack at some point. Maybe this week. Maybe next week. We'll see. You can touch the floof. Oh. But yeah, welcome in everybody. Do you guys want to jump straight to art? I sure do. We got well, I say we. I have so many things that I want to draw. Like this is a small chunk that I had to narrow it down. Before stream I was like, oh, I could do this and this and this and this, and then I'm like, no wait, I could probably do like one of these things, maybe two during a stream. So today, well, I'm gonna be drawing more art for the new model, but we're gonna try to do at least one thing all the way to completion. That's gonna be the stratagem. High impact head pads. You know, hitting me with a hammer straight to the cranium is not a head pad. We've been over this. I don't know why you'd want to bludgeon your instructor. It's not like you're gonna get a failing grade. This is purely like you learn if you want to kind of a studio. That's the point. It's very casual. Finishing one whole art. That's the goal for today. Oh, are you gonna draw two? Heck yeah, do it. What if the instructor is combat instructor? Listen, if we do combat drills, I will let you know. Today we're not doing combat drills. We're doing art things today. Hammers and head pads. Exactly! Exactly! That's what I've been saying the whole time! How to simplify. Shall we bounce over to art area and take a look at things? I think let's shall. Also, did I do a stretch and hydrate? I don't think I did. Hold on. Wah. You know, I thought about... yeah. Stretching always makes me yawn. I thought about having a toggle that actually has my model, like, stretching arms in some manner or another. I wonder if I could do that. What? The shoulders would be a little weird. I might be able to do something about that. In future, of course. For now, though, let's go to art area. Oh, but first, how are you guys doing today? Are you guys having a good Tuesday? It's like Monday too. More so if you had an holiday yesterday. Okay, I did my stretching. I will now do an hydration. Hold on. Alive is good. Hive World. Man, it's been a long time since I've played Helldivers. It's Monday-ish.
Make a new layer. Do it.
Okay. All right, let's go over to art mode. Let me sit over here. You guys are gonna jump across the screen. And think for a moment. Okay, here we go. Hello. New music loads in. There we go. Gumpy, you troublemaker. Hello there. Glad you could make it today.
Hey, Isla, you should save.
Here is your new layer. Enjoy that. One chaos layer. Saving. There you go. Alright, so when I say how to simplify, what I want from these peak tours, I have some little doodles that I want to finish. Something that I would like to do is make... I have some very cartoony, interesting art examples. And like I save a bunch of art because, you know, references are very good. And I have this lovely picture. It's cartoony. It's very simple, but it's got detail. So I'm gonna be looking at this and I'm going to be figuring out, why do I like this? What about it pleases me? That's kind of the stratagem. And right off the bat, one thing I'm noticing is it's got simple shapes. There's not a lot of complex, like, line work. So like with the goal for today, we're gonna keep it kind of cartoony, kind of simple. And I'm gonna go stand up over here a little bit more. There we go. I can see a little bit more of the heaps. Wah. Flaming Dragon, hello there. Glad you could make it today. Okay, so I think our first target of drawing is going to be this thing. So when I say how to simplify, well, how do I make this complicated model? How do I make how do I draw it simply so that you can see the design is the same, but it looks a little bit more cartoony? Does that make sense? So like, I don't know if I'm explaining this well. It is taking a reference and then simplifying the ideas down so that the information is there, but it's not too complicated. You know what I mean? I'll have you know that it is fierce. It is still fierce. Okay? You do know what I mean? Okay, brilliant. Alright, so first off, we're going to use this new layer that was graciously donated by chat, and we are going to refine this drawing a little bit more. I have no idea how you got arson out of doing art, but listen, no arson during streaming hours, yeah? The art son. I don't have offsprings. I mean, unless you count like making models for people. That so many shared brain cells right there in chat. Beautiful. All right, so let's see how to simplify this. I think part of it is we're going to make sure that the anatomy works. We're going to make sure that I don't think we actually need to worry about the line work yet. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that our shapes are pleasing, and then we're going to work from there. Okay, so in this first picture, I want to have just a little cup of coffee. And I'm wondering how to... Would it be better to have, like... Okay, so this is a shape language thing. Do I want to have, like, pointy fingers? Or do I want to have, like, rounded fingers with, like, a claw? And I'm wondering which would look more comfy, for lack of a better way to phrase that. Do I count Tim for the same brain cell? What do you mean? Also, thank you for the brain cell. The art son. Tim might count. Maybe. Wait, does that mean we can't have Tim during streaming hours? But I plan to do a build stream on Thursday. You're gonna see him. He's gonna be right there. He loves being on the desk and helping. Thank you very much. I also quite like the hair. Can we do a cooking stream one day? You know, I've done a cooking stream. I had help with the chef Rainbow Roost and D the Sphinx. Actually, I've done 2 cooking streams, technically speaking. I invited D over to the den. We made pancake. And then I made some creme brulee.
Welcome in. Let's make something beautiful together.
Steve? Is that how you pronounce your name? Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in, new denizen. Wait. Okay, new lore. We have the den. So welcome to Studio Now and Den. We do art. I was gonna say now and then, but it's quite a lot. Listen. The studio is new. I'm still working on the sales pitch for it. I did add some crab meat to the creme brulee. Honestly, I think that was my favorite one. I don't really have a sweet tooth. I actually was not able to eat all of the creme brulee. They were so sweet. I'm selling the studio? No, I'm trying to market the studio. Listen, we want the students, we want people to come here to learn and to connect. That's the point. But you gotta have like a good sales pitch. Why should you visit the den? Well, because we're gonna learn stuff and draw every now and then.
Do it.
Okay. Here is your new layer. There it is. Enjoy this. baseball outfit? You think that would help with the pitch? But I don't, listen, I don't really do the sports ball anymore. You got the art stuff? Let's go. You learn about layers? Okay, pro tip for today about layers. Try to organize a little bit as you go. Or you will end up... Oh, why so many yawns? Or you will end up with a bajillion layers and you won't be able to find stuff later. There you go. You know, I was actually pretty decent at this sports ball. I never really got a chance to play baseball. That's not really a thing. Learning about layers from a fox girl. Exactly. Listen, you gotta have a good layer. I call it a den, personally. But that also works. Here we go. We've got a nice mug of stuff. There we go. Also, welcome in first time chatter. Guys, can we get some more welcomes in chat, please? Name all layers the den. It'll solve all your problems. Sure. Yeah, give that a go and let me know how that works for you. Okay, so I'm thinking we probably actually want to line this up a little bit more with the face. And then let's actually lower the opacity on this. So I'm actually going to be redrawing this a couple of times because I'm drawing it and then we're going to see about simplifying shapes a little bit more. But step one is you gotta draw it first, and then we can figure out what changes need to happen, if any. That's the stratagem. Yeah, actually, make sure that I have my cartoony sort of reference up. So this picture, I'm kind of imagining it's like colder morning. I'm looking very much forward to it being not summer. I quite like autumn as the season. That's like my favorite one. All of the leaves change color, right? It's very pretty. So I think, okay, a few issues straight off the bat. With the shoulders up, I think we need to tuck the arms in more. But if we're not doing that, then we actually need to relax the shoulders a little bit more. Yeah, I think that'll work a little better. No, not a fan of autumn. So the one downside for me for autumn is allergies. You'd think that as long-lived as I am, I'd be used to like the outside, but I'm not. It's much easier for me to hide and ambush people. What?
I love
no.
making new layers. Do it.
Me? That's that's just silliness. No, absolutely not. New layer. Okay, here you go. There's your layer. Enjoy that. I don't know. There's something about this season. Gumpy, are you just making up words? Is that what's happening? Thank you for the fish. Okay, so let's see. So important things about the design. We've got the lightning bolt. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So the hair actually points inward. Interesting. Hello, hello. The real question is how believable, right? If you tell stories, you gotta at least make it a little bit believable, right? Then we have eyes closed. Okay, so let's take a look at this just real quick. What could we do to simplify this? Honestly, the face, the ears, the hands, and the cup all look fine. The body and like where the elbows are, it looks like the limbs are super duper short. So what I think we actually need to do, first off, we need to grab this layer. We need to make it its own layer. Let's see. We're drawing on this layer and this layer. So let me actually move all of this up a little bit, just so that we can actually figure out where the ears go. Not ears. Where the elbows? Where to put elbows? Okay, so we take the measurement from the head. Yeah. And then, let's see. Belly button would be about here. So our elbows would actually need to be like this. So yeah, that was just very much not in the right spot whatsoever. Here we go, that's better. Okay, so now we gotta figure out how to... Let's see, we've got the squinch, we have the belt. Okay, so now how to simplify, how to make this just a little bit more cartoony. Having a belly button is not inherently lewd. Stretch and hydrate redeem? Okay. Did the tail pat work? Did I miss it? How many minutes ago was that? I've just been drawing. Did it work? Did I miss it? Oh no. Hopefully it didn't break. Okay, let me do... Oh, we got... I mean, I suppose... But yeah, we have a stretching and hydrating regime. I stretched, and then we got some spines to pop. Absolutely wonderful. That was a good stretch.
I love make a new layer. Do it.
Okay.
God King, hello. Glad you could make it today.
Whose spine? My spine. Also, here is your new layer. There you go. Enjoy that. Layer number 6. Okay, let me do a quick hydration. Hold on. Oh. I might need to tweak this a little bit. However, the Big Eyes Redeem has returned, and it actually has like a cooldown. So if somebody hits it, and then somebody else tries to hit it as well, it's not going to cancel itself out. Bam! Look at that! Improvements! You think too much caffeine? Really? I don't know. Might not be enough. Okay, so I would say how to make these better. Okay, so first off, we're gonna move this elbow out just a little bit. Then we need to check our shape languages, probably. Okay, so now we're just going to go through and edit the sketch a little bit. I think something else that we could do, if we move the cup up a little bit more, I think that would be better. Then we can actually have, let's see. Am I not drawing with a thick enough brush? Is this what's throwing me off? Maybe. But we're gonna really work on adding interesting shapes. So this arm, this is not really how arms look, but I do like that. It does work for me. I think it's pleasing. It's just a little bit curvy and a little bit angular, and there's something about it that it pleases me. Thank you for the fish. What's the cooldown on tail pats? I think it's a couple of minutes, I think. Okay, and then for the sleeves. So I think we want to exaggerate how much the sleeves like poof out. Fun shapes, a rhombus, pentadohexadecagon. Those are some very fun shapes. Yes. The first one, rhombus, is also quite fun to say, so it gets bonus points. Okay. So one of the things, I'm looking at my references, the way that this person draws torsos, like they look a little bit more...
Fine. You got me. I am fierce.
It's true. I'm very fierce. Bam. But yeah, one of the ways that they like draw torsos, it looks more compressed, and that just kind of adds to like a more cartoony feel. So we're gonna give that a go. Okay, shirt's tucked in there. Let's see. Make sure that we have heaps. Very important. And belt. Okay, so something, we might have to move the head over a little bit. It doesn't really look centered. And with the way that I've drawn the arms and mostly with the torso, I feel like we need to round out a few more of the shapes. And just a little bit more curve. Yes. Emote pinball. How many bounces? Oh, well, I mean, listen, that's a solid game, honestly. You get 5 points if it bounces twice between the ears. There you go. We got a point system now. Oh, missing. Oh no. Okay, so something else. Thank you for the fish. Listen, if you can get a fish to stick in the ears, that's like bonus points. A fish is worth like 20. Also, thank you for the fish. Okay, so I want a little bit of a pointy chin, but I also want fairly curvy cheek line. Let's see. I think we can actually get rid of some of the internal lines for the hair. I think that would help to simplify. There we go. That's got kind of a cartoony feel to it, doesn't it? How many points? Okay, first off, they are rocks. And even if like they were candy, which they're not, why would I remove one of my shinies? Like, that just seems weird, right? Wait, what's this? Song reference? I think I missed it. Perception check? Okay, no, I do know that one. I guess it's been a while since I've heard it. I didn't recognize the lyrics. Okay, so now I have to wonder, what if we change the shape like this? Okay. I think we need to make sure that, let's see, the ear connects to hairline there. This ear placement looks very weird. It doesn't quite work for me. Why? Why not? Is it... I think the ear... We might need to move it this way a little bit. Okay, we've got about 10 minutes before break. Let me see if we can get this sketched out satisfactorily. Actually, I'm wondering... Do we need to exaggerate the ears a little bit more? Hold on. Let me try something a little bit different-y. Okay, so we have a bit of the top of the head, right? I think what we need to do is either make the ears bigger or... Actually, we do need to make them bigger. But we need to make them a little bit more rounded also. Something a little bit more like this. I don't like that at all. Okay, why? 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 Okay, so we got the ear tuft. We need the bangs. Is the ear too big now? Does it look weird? It looks a little weird. Not enough mischief? You think so? Listen, we got so many art to do. I'm sure we can fit some more mischief in here somewhere. Listen, even I, with all of my mischievousness, even I, want to stop and have a nice cup of coffee sometimes. There are peaceful moments, right? Was there 3 to 4 bounces? Wow, okay, so that's like 10 points. Okay, so let's make sure that these ears are about the same length. Then the roundness. Still need to fix a little bit the lightening hair. Let's see. I love make a new layer. Do it. Yeah, okay. Here is your new layer right there. Layer number 7. Enjoy that. I wonder if we just had...
Hey, Isla, you should save.
Oh, I probably should. I wonder if we just have like the tiniest little eye open. That would definitely be a lot more smug. Okay, hold on. Saving. It doesn't quite have the peaceful sort of feeling, though, unfortunately. Did we like it better the other way? Tell you what we're gonna do, we're going to copy this, then we're gonna go back. We're just gonna paste that layer, so now I have 2 copies. We have the smug version, and we have the not smug version. There you go. The big eyes? Yeah, it's kind of a temporary thing, yeah. Normally when I'm not drawing, I do catch it and we can zoom in really close for it. There is an occasional loud vehicle. That happens. I'm actually wondering if there's going to be construction happening, like, in future. I hope not. Normally, the den is so peaceful and quiet, so, like, hearing vehicles like that, it's definitely the outlier. It's not normally, like, loud. Okay, so what else would we need to add on to this? Let's see. Glasses would be one thing. Probably we should make sure to add those. Okay, so then I have to ask myself, is this simplified? Does this work? Does this have the cartoony sort of a feel that I was going for? Do you think it's the gnomes? That would be terrible. Okay, so one thing that I'm noticing. Okay, so first off, let's clean up some of that. Second off, let's see. I'm gonna have shoulder like here. So we're actually gonna see the collar a little bit more here, but we do need to be careful with that because we don't want to accidentally make like weird tangents, which I kind of think we're making some weird tangents. So let's put hair floof right there. Does that work for me? Let's see, we do need our shiny rocks. Okay, does this look cartoony? Does this look... Let's see, put the glasses. Where is... Okay, this layer, here we go. It is almost break time. Hold on. It has been an hour. We've got our shiny wrist bangles. Okay, looking at this compared with my references, does this have the cartoony feel? What is it about cartoony stuff that I just... Am I drawing stuff too 3D? Is that the problem? Is this my problem? Okay, so proportions for like the arms and the body, those all work. The face is good. There's something about the hair that doesn't quite sit correctly. Aside from that though, I'm pretty happy with this. A lack of arson, you think so? Well, let's contemplate whilst we have and break time, shall we? Alright everybody. Hello YouTube land denizen, welcome in. Alright, let me make sure that this is saved. Then please enjoy break screen and we shall be right back. Yeah. Me. Hello again, everybody. It's me, Isla. We're back. Alright, so I've done a contemplate, and I do like this sketch, for the most part. I think we need to edit... Oh. I thought we paused the Squishla jump scare. Can we get that paused, please? Anyway, so I think let's edit the lightning bang. Oh, you were being sneaky. Oh, okay. The Squishla's gone. Listen, she'll be back. It's fine. Don't panic. Yeah, let's edit this just a little bit. And then let's do some line art, shall we? Oh, hello, cat. What you doing? He has come for scritches. Maybe. Is it Felix? He's thinking about it, contemplating. There it goes. There we go. Hello, kitty. Denizen, say hello to Felix. You want to say hello, kitty? He's purring ever so slightly. Did you come to chew on my cables? How's cat socialization going? I think
make a new layer. Do it.
Okay. All right. Sir, you gotta come over here. So cat socialization is progressing slowly. I think Felix and Fruit Salad will be fine hanging out. I think they can tolerate each other. Vincent and Felix need some more work though. All right. I can't quite make a new layer yet. My cat is standing right in front of that. Okay, there he goes. All right, here is your new layer. There you go. There's your chaos layer. Enjoy that. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna hide this. We are going to... I don't even know what is on what layer anymore. Let's see, these layers, this layer, this layer? You an empty layer? You are an empty layer. Is that all of it? Put those in a folder. Okay. We're gonna use one of these empty layers for our line art. Okay, so the trick with the line art, what we're gonna do, we are going to pick and choose which lines we want to keep, and basically okay, so this concept is sometimes if you break a line like what I have here in the hand, it implies that two surfaces are touching, right? So we are now going to be deciding how best to convey information with line, but we're also going to not spend forever on the line work. Isla, don't spend forever on the line work. Yeah, basically we're just going to be smoothing out lines. Just doing a little bit of a dynamic line art. It's the general idea, because we're trying to make this kind of cartoony, which I find very difficult. And I don't know if it's like Is it because it's so deceptively simple that I feel like it should be super easy to draw? Or is it like my brain just does not work in like super cartoony? I don't know which way it is, but we're gonna try to do something that looks simple. But it could also be that when I try to do cartoony things, I keep going back and like editing lines when they don't necessarily need to be edited. Small thin line. Okay, so then we have to ask ourselves, does this cup actually look good? Do we like this? Do we like its shape? Okay, we're gonna grab a new layer just so that I can fully draw this line and not have to worry about because we can always erase behind the hand layer, but if I wanted to draw like a nice straight line, it'd be kind of difficult if I had to stop like where the hand started. Hello, hello. Oh, Magriora, hello there. Glad you could make it today. What do you mean, gnomes? Did not we leave this joke behind us? I feel like we did. I wonder if the cup is too big? Is that why it looks weird? That might be it, actually. Huh. Today I have learned. Why is it so loud outside? Okay. The chat is denizens. You are all denizens. Okay, Gnome Day was a one-off thing. We don't do that every year. That is not an annual thing. Oh my gosh. So I don't know what it is, but after doing Gnome Day, I feel like there's a whole bunch of games featuring gnomes. What is up with that? Is this just like the awareness fallacy where now that I feel some sort of way about gnomes, they're just everywhere now? It could be an annual thing. I don't. An annual tradition in heck. Okay, so if the risk of Gnome Day happening again was to be a thing, I would have... Okay, we would either have a Gnome Day, or I would be able to take away the Gnome Redeem. I don't have the beard and flannel. There's a new it's a new model. I don't have a beard. What the heck? You can be rid of the GNOME sounds. Yeah. Listen, there's gotta be stakes. You lost the fluff? You can pet the tail now. Listen, all I'm saying is if you guys crave another Gnome Day, we gotta raise the stakes. If we're gonna add another GNOME related thing to the mythology, you guys gotta be prepared to give up something if it fails to happen. That's all I'm saying. Also, why does this hand look so much different? This hand is a lot thinner. How curious. Okay, so with that... yeah, figure out which way you want to listen, you can either have a GNOME Day or you can leave things as they are. I mean, you will still have to work for the GNOME Day. It'll depend. What do you guys want to do? That's the thing. What would GNOME Day entail? So, last time we had a GNOME Day, there was a custom outfit made, a redeem for one day where I had various random beard and mustache. I dressed up as a GNOME for a day. We played GNOME related games, and there was a permanent gnome redeem added. So yeah, if you want GNOME Day, you would risk losing the GNOME, but you might get additional GNOME things. Listen, we gotta have stakes. If we're doing and bet, right? There's gotta be stakes. Do I like this? Fine. You got me. I am fierce. It's true. I'm very fierce. So what would happen would be this is if you guys want another Gnome Day, you have to place something as the bet, okay? So my thinking, if there's gonna be another GNOME Day, that would include adding an outfit, redeems, etc. for GNOME Day. However, you'll have to work to get Gnome Day. That's gonna be a thing. But to have a chance at another Gnome Day, you guys gotta have something on the line as well. And that would be the Gnome Redeem. So you can have another gnome day, potentially. But if you don't hit the goal for gnome day, the gnome redeem would go away. What's the threshold to meet? Last time it was a channel point, not a channel point. It was a subscription challenge is the thing. So like this is not an easy threshold to clear. Okay. But I also did make a whole new outfit specifically for Gnome Day. That's how you got the flannel from the last model. That was a bespoke outfit. So yeah, it would be subscription challenge, which might not be everybody's cup of tea. That's okay. No, honestly, like, I legit thought that, like, last time we did one of these Gnome Day challenge things, the last Gnome Day, it was supposed to be an impossible challenge, and yet, would this be a monthly thing? No, this is an annual thing, once a year. I don't actually remember. When was the last time we did Gnome Day? When was that? And Gnome Day did happen, yeah. A daily thing? Absolutely not. I don't know, is it this brush? Do I just not like doing line art with this brush in particular? It does make very nice lines. Was it like last year? Once a year, it's not Gnome Day? I don't think that's how that works, Gumpy. What prompted me to use the brush? I'm trying something a little bit different. So I wanted something a little bit more cartoony, and I think the issue is that I don't know, maybe the brush just isn't drawing the way that I want it to. It's definitely, it's got more stabilization, I think. So theoretically, it should make the lines easier, smoother. I don't know that I like this though. Like, it's not bad. So you're telling me some of you would risk not having any gnome redeems for a chance at another Gnome Day? Is that what I'm hearing? Once a month. Listen, we might have to contemplate this. I don't know if I could deal with Gnome Day once a month. That seems far too frequent. Wow. Okay, so declarations of war are being thrown down in chat. See, this is me underestimating chat again. I thought that forcing you guys to wager the Gnome Redeem as it stands would be enough to dissuade you. just goes to show that I can never, I can't ever guess what you guys are planning. You do me a confusion. I think we made it a little bit convoluted. Probably we'd have to make it a bit simpler to very easily say, if we do decide to do another wager of this type. The no gnome sign getting removed? I don't know about that. Listen. Okay, so stuff on the table. Removing the no gnome sign on the starting screen. We're probably not going to do a gnome day every month. That's not going to be a thing. I very much did. Listen, I thought raising the stakes for you guys would discourage you, not make you more interested in this. Feel like my plan has backfired significantly. Isla, make a new layer. Do it. Okay. Here's your new layer. There it is. Enjoy that. Okay, we are on this layer. Breaking news? Yeah, no kidding. I don't know if there's a way to... Is there... I don't know if there's a way to bet, like, one way or the other towards, like, different goals. I don't know if there's a way to calculate to make it harder for Gnome Day to happen. 3 gnomes in a trench coat? I'm not even wearing a trench coat, and you can clearly see that I'm Kitsune. How dare? Look, I've got the tail and everything. Look. I've got more of them too. Look. Rude. You can't just call people a gnome in a trench coat. That's rude. Oh, tail pats. There it is. Okay, it is working. Very good. I have very deep regrets. I have very deep regrets. Okay, let's hide these lines really quickly. Does this work? Does this work for us? Do we like this? I think it works. don't know, maybe this just goes back to, I feel like, cartoony things. Like, I don't think they should take that long to make, but maybe I am in error. Maybe it just drawing takes as long as it takes. I do want these edges to be somewhat clean, though. Let's see. Okay, so if we don't have a chunklet of this line like that, that would look better, right? We've got the chin shape. We clean that up. Do we like how this line looks? Maybe it does need to be a thinner line, actually. I do like how dynamic this brush can be. Does it? Okay, thank you. Okay, so then I think we just need to make sure that, let's see, just make sure all of our lines have a little bit of a curve to them. And then we make sure that our lines have just a little bit of a, just a tiny bit of dynamics. I think that's all we need. Probably gonna make the outline thicker. So I wonder if we need to... Actually, let's make this chunklet of line a little bit thinner. That way it looks more different from the outline. It'll just give us a little bit more... Yeah, just a little bit more shape. A little bit more dynamic. So I've been contemplating the Gnome Day thing. I think we're gonna have... No, listen, we're not putting anything in stone right now. I will think about it. I will think about it. Oh, a shot? No, listen. This is just, it's a hair accessory. Look. See? It's just a hair accessory. And even better, if I need to, I can remove it. See? Ta-da! It's a hair thing. Trust me, I'm fine. Nobody stabbed me in the neck. There you go. I love making a new layer. Do it. Okay. New layer. Here you go. Layer 12. That's for you. Enjoy that. Video dating? What? What do you mean? I know, not a Dullahan. It's gone? What's gone? Huh? Okay, so I will give you guys back the gnome redeem. So the issue currently, behind the scenes for debut, I've been messing with stuff, and I I think I broke something. The Squishla interrupt redeem was not working properly, so I'm not actually sure if the gnome redeem is gonna work either. So give me like a couple of days, and then I will give it back. Ah. What? I feel like you're making a reference to something, but I don't know what that is. Oh, fish is broken. Okay, hold on. Let me fix. Wait, no. That's the okay. The fishes are fine. The TTS, yes. Why is it broken? I have no idea, honestly. It's a safety pin? Well, it is a safety pin, but not for you. Thought it was a bug. No, listen. Scuff. It's scuffed. Listen, I did my best, but we keep finding more scuff. I'll fix it. It's not something that will be easy to fix, like, on Stremb. It will require some testing off stream, probably. But I will fix it.
Hello.
Glacial Nova, hello there. Glad you could make it today. Welcome in. We are very slowly drawing some cartoony things. However, we are going to get this finished today. We're doing it. It's gonna happen. Thank you for brain cell.
Hello.
Famous linguist who invented an important language theory used in computer science. Oh, okay. Fish cannons are clogged? Oh no. Luna, hello there. Welcome in, my fellow kitsune. Okay, let's see. Let's just try for some nice thin lines, and then a little bit for the hair right there, then the top of the head like so. However, let's actually move this line so it lines up with the inside of the big thick line. I don't know, some of this looks correct. I wonder. Like, this isn't bad. There's something that's not doing it for me, though. There's something that's a little bit off, and I don't know why. Like, it's not bad. Okay, are the fish cannons broken? Like, confirmed. Hold on. Yeah, they're definitely clogged. Hold on. Okay. Let me fix. We were just talking. Like, yeah, that's fine. And then they break like immediately afterward. I didn't like hit a hotkey or anything. Oh, they're definitely broken. Hold on. Let me restart the fish cannons. Hold on. Everything's gonna freak out for a second. Wait for it. Too much fluff. Listen, I cannot help that I have so much fluff. It is a thing. It's a thing. I just, I got a lot of tails. Like a lot. Oh. Thank you for head pats. Okay, fish cannon should be back online again. There you go. Fish scales and sea slime. Probably something of that sort. Okay, so we want Corvi simple lines. That's pretty good. I'll take that. Nice thick outline. Something about this brush. Or maybe the way that... Actually, hold on. I wonder if instead of doing line dynamics, if we did like transparency dynamics, which I think is why I like my other brush so many. This isn't bad. It's not quite what I want though, I think. A tail for each month? I mean, not quite. The floof ear spike? Surprise! There they are. Also, welcome in first time chatter. Denizens, can we get some more welcomes in chat? Hello YouTube land denizens, welcome in. Also, Gundam Wolf, thank you very much for the follow. Okay, why are those broken? I definitely did not hear that pop up. Hold on. Is this broken? Hold on. What's going on? What the heck? Okay, that should be fine. Did it not pop up? Is it super delayed? No, that should all be working. I am so confused at what's going on. We have a cool new, like, follower thing and everything. I'm quite proud of it, actually. But yeah, I actually have, I almost have 7 tails. I have, like, 6.9 tails. Have I ever...
You should save.
Had a golden what? It's a delicious fish. I can't say that I have, no. Steamed with soy sauce and ginger. Oh, that sounds so good though. Oh man, I would absolutely try. Ah, there's a fish. Okay, fish cannon's back online. Very good. Saving. Okay, saving. Okay. Nit, thank you very much for the fish. To round up the number of tails or fish? I'm very confused. All right, let's continue to draw the shinies. Trying to make sure that the interior line matches up correctly with the super thick outer line. Thin, small line, small. We're doing a schmall.
I love make a new layer.
Do it. Okay. Here is your new layer. There it is. Enjoy that. The heck layer am I on? This one? Oh, Dion, are you the one that's been moving the fish into the aquarium? Listen, you can just put them straight into the fridge, because I'm gonna eat them. A disc-shaped fish with a yellow and gold belly. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'll have to look those up. Hold on. Let me scroll back up. Let me look up this fish so that I can... I mean, if it will let me. Why will you not let me select this? Okay, hold on. Let me look up fish, and then I can check it out later. Okay. I now have a fish that I must go on a quest to eat. There we go. Bam. Alright, one last earring, and then some color, perhaps. There is a new thing I want to try with coloring. Actually, there's two. There's two things. Oh, I have a bit more line work to do. Okay, so there's two things that I want to try with coloring today. And hopefully they are very nice, very simple. Okay, so one thing is has to do with the shading itself, and then the other thing is adding an overlay to all of the colors after you have done the shading. So the plan for the coloring, we are going to do color flats like normal, then we are going to
Fine. It's fine. I guess I am cute.
That is a lie. That is a lie. It is fierce. I'm very fierce. It's very fierce. I am so fierce. Trust. Alright, we also need glasses, so let's make sure that we add those also. Big, thick line. Wow. Let's make that line a little bit more curvy. There we go. And let's clean up this chunklet a little bit. There we go. Okay, so let's hide our sketch layers. I have some more pictures that I want to make as well, but for now, let's focus in on this. Let's make sure that all of our line art is... Well, we're going to keep it mostly on the same layer. I think we're going to keep the face and the glasses. Oh, did I not draw the glasses separate? No! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, well, it's fine, right? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Listen, it's no problem. No problem whatsoever. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. It's fine. I have so many layers, so I clicked on one and I'm like, this is probably empty, is what my brain thought. That was a lie. I'm sure it'll be fine. Future Isla will probably not be upset at past Isla about this. No problems. No problems. So anyway, we're gonna make a quick color mask. Oh. Let's make sure we keep that nice and clean. I don't think we'll have any other... Oh, we probably need to go back to our lines layer. We need to have sleeve right there, so we just need to add a little bit of a something there. I didn't draw the needle. We need that. It's future Isla's problem. Past me is just sitting here sipping my coffee, and it's like, that's not my problem. That's future Isla problem. Future Isla does not appreciate this. I can feel it already from the future. Anyway, so let's draw the hair needle. Actually, where's my ruler? I will take that. We're just gonna do like a big old one of those, and then we're gonna keep this a little closer to cranium, just to make it a little bit more cartoony, a little bit simpler. Here we go. And then let's erase these chunklet and these chunklet. There we go. Alright, then we color in this part. Isla, make a new layer. Do it. Have we not learned our lesson about layer confusion yet? I feel like we should have. The glasses are on the same layer as the eyes, and that's really not ideal. See what I did there? Ideal. Okay, you can laugh now. Anyway, here is your new layer. We're gonna put some color on here. So we're gonna clip this back, and then we are going to solution more layers. You think so? Will that help? Okay, so we're gonna quickly fill in our colors here. Oh, hold on. Let's make sure we fill in that as well. There we go. Okay. Actually, it looks like we have some weird line overlap. Oh. Oh. Ah, those lines are the googly eyes. They're very silly. Okay. That works. Then we have, let's see, this one, this one. I don't know, it just fell over. Listen, is it helping when there's just chaos layers? I feel like the name chaos layer implies that it's not very organized. Am I wrong about this? I don't think so. Okay, this little chunklet is also shoulder. There we go. Okay, let's grab blue for the shirt. And since we already have a chunklet of this already drawn, you can just make sure to very carefully okay, not these chunklet, And then... Okay, we're almost to the part where we can experiment with the colors. I'm very excited. Okay, we're also going to make this blue, and we're going to have the light blue ear chunklets. Then we need a slightly darker blue. For this, for that, for the belt. How do you simplify art? Carefully. And it's one of those things that you kind of gotta think about it. Well, for me, I have to think about it. It is a natural inclination of mine to make things more complicated. So I feel like it's been very slow going trying to draw something that is cartoony and simplified. I think we're having moderate success? Question mark? Chunklets? Listen, chunklets is great fun. Try saying it in conversation. Trust me, it's so good. Why is that lit up like that? The heck? What do you mean? What do you mean that's part of our mask? No way. No way, man. Okay, so now we need our silver color.
Make a new layer. Do it.
Do you have an art joke? Yes. What you got? I will gladly listen. Okay, new layer. Here you go. Layer 15. This one's for you. They go from less stable to more stable. So you're saying that the more chaos layers I have, the more stable the file is going to be? Is that how that works? I don't know about that. We should have a coffee cup too. What color should our coffee cup be? I kind of think... well, like, white is the default. I have a very nice, like, clear blue coffee cup. That might be nice. It's a needle. It's like a knitting needle, but it's like a hair needle. Ordered layers, it makes things less stable. True, true. It's huge. How do artists greet each other? How do artists greet each other? Make it match the glasses? We could do that, yeah. Yellow? How do they say goodbye? I'm so blue to see you go. How has it been an hour? Again with the... Okay, it's fine. Let's try... That is a very, very red... That is very, very red. Okay, so let's also go to our ill-advised everything on the same layer. Okay, that part is fine. Let's see if we can. There we go. That's not too bad. We do need this gray again, and then I think coloring just the belt buckle. Nope. There we go. Okay, so when we return from... Oh, nope, hold on. Okay, so when we return from break, we're gonna play around with coloring. So there's a shading technique, there's a shading thing that I want to try, and that's what we're gonna do when we get back from break, okay? It's been 2 hours. I mean, technically speaking, but it's been an hour since the last hour, if that makes sense. So anyway, we're gonna have a break time. Okay. Basically like stand in front of any of these, and then I would like blend in. You'd never know. How would it be? No, okay. No, never mind. We'll leave that as a surprise. Alright, everybody. Please enjoy break screen. We shall return within 5 minutes, yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Hello again, everybody. Okay. Let's experiment with color, shall we? So, So what we want to do for these egg, that is not my name. That is not my name. That's not my name. What do you call the kind of birds that stick together? Birds of a feather? They flock together? Okay, so what we want to do... Velcros? Okay, well done. I 10 out of 10 joke. Let's go. You know what? Magnus Spatha, I think you win today's stream. I think you got it. Velcros. Okay, let's see. We're going to set this to multiply. Okay, so now we need to slap just all of the color on here. Just kind of we're just gonna add shading. And then we're gonna jazz it up is gonna be the stratagem. So let's just grab a color, any old color, does not really matter. We'll be fixing and editing here in a little bit. Okay, so this is a multiply layer. We're gonna see. So this looks like this color looks very, very dark indeed. Too dark. However, I have a stratagem to fix this here in a bit. We didn't actually add any of the whites for the ears, or like the color on the tip of the ears, but I think we can leave it off for now, just as a let's keep it a bit simple, perhaps. Do I like this? Let me actually change how we're doing the shading there. Here we go. Okay, so the first order of business is making sure that all of our shading shapes are what we want. I think we're pretty close. This part, we don't want it to be too crazy complicated. Bit of shading on the cup. I don't really like the way that looks. I Don't really like the way that looks either. Okay, hold on. A little bit on the edges of the mouth. This one accidental, like, highlight of a line right there. Do I want more of that? Maybe. Okay, for the shading, does this work? Is this all that we need? We're gonna add some little highlights as well. However, the trick that I want to play around with today, we have our shading color. This doesn't really look correct, right? Oh man, low battery is terrible. Especially, okay, so I do a thing where I listen to audiobooks, and it's always like, just like that, low battery, and then it never like fully lasts through a day when I'm listening to book, and I'm like, but then maybe I just need new headphones. Oh, is that the Pack a Snack Pack? Oh, hello, welcome in. Watchdog Farron, hello there. Glad you could make it today. Also, hello YouTube land denizen, welcome in. But yeah, so my issue, I think I just need some new, like, earbud things so that I can listen to my audiobook for a full day. Maybe it's just because I use the audiobook or the headphones so many. Anyway, okay, so the stratagem. Here's what we're gonna do. We have a whole layer that is our color layer, correct? So if we take that, I'm gonna unclip this to that. We're gonna clean up our edges a little bit, right? So clear that. We make a copy of our flats layer. Then we clip this back to our multiply layer so that our multiply layer is actually the colors from the flats. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. We're basically just using color picking from our flats layer to have our shading colors, which is kind of interesting. The like arm color looks weird, unfortunately. I did get Balatro. Listen, I don't think I'm gonna play it on stream just because I'm one of those people who like, I just kind of squint at the cards and I'm like, what is that? How does this work again? And like, it would be not very exciting to watch me play, probably. I'd be like, what does this do again? I'm not good at the game. Like, you're supposed to find these synergies between the cards and stuff, and I'm not that good at the game. Do you want me to torture you with my very bad playing of Balatro? Okay, so today, the magic collab thing. We're not actually doing that today. There are several of us that need to just rest. I gotta play. Okay, maybe we'll try it one time and we'll see how it goes. It's how you're supposed to play Balatro. But what if... Okay, listen. Here's the thing. If I play Balatro, none of you can backseat me. You just have to suffer while I make very poor choices. Okay? That's the stratagem. That's how it's gonna work. I mean, I've beaten like a few of the like I've used think I've gotten one... I think I've beaten Red Stake on one color of playing card. I should try playing cards. Yeah, probably. But yeah, I did get Balatro, and I don't know, it's like it's a casual enough game that you can just chill after like working hours, but it's also like interesting enough that you're like, you do the lean forward in your chair thing, you know, that you get serious. It's one of those. Okay, so we have our multiply layer is our flat color. I don't know that I like that. That's not bad, but there's something about the color of the skin, and like everything's just a little bit off looking, maybe. So then we have to ask ourselves, if we edit the colors just a little bit, maybe hue shift. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know if it's like a good interesting, but it's definitely an interesting. Okay, so the skin color looks pretty good there. But then the shirt looks super weird. So hue shifting, man, we can get some crazy effects. So I don't know that I like this, but I did see that this was an option. Does that mean that my flats colors are weird? That could be it. Actually, let's try... Let's get rid of our shading layers. Let's try messing with flats colors. Okay, hold on. Before we do that, copy the layer, Isla. Then we can mess with the colors. So let's grab everything. Let's do this. Let's grab this. Isla, make a new layer. Do it. No, I have so many layers. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm full up. I'm good. Here's your new layer. There you go. Oh. Actually, hold on. Okay, new plan. Hold on. We are going to grab a color like this. Gonna make sure that's clipped back properly. Okay, so we're going to take this, we're going to squish this together with this, we're going to use that as our... Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, that's better. I honestly, like, I'm pretty sure I watched you play some of Balatro at one point, and I was like, I don't get it. This game doesn't look exciting. And then I got it, and I played it a bit, and I'm like, oh, I get it. Yes, exactly. No, I get it now. I get it. So anyway, so here's what we did. We basically made our flats color. We basically added one shading color over the entire thing, and then we have this clipped back to our boring multiply color. Like, it's not bad, but it wasn't very good either. soundtrack is quite good. Oh, Bread Hollow. Welcome in. Hear what? Yeah, I don't think watching, I don't know, listen, I don't know if I can make watching Balatro exciting, but we can attempt to play it. Also, I've just realized, I think the fingers are all like crazy different sizes. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. No problem. Okay, let's grab screen color and what do we want to do for lighting? We want to add, let's add a nice warm color. Maybe even a little bit more saturated. Yeah, because we're going to add some white on top of this also, but we do want to have just a little bit of this warmer color as well. Okay, so that was one coloring technique. I think that worked pretty... The, like, changing your multiply shading layer to match more closely with your flats color, that is quite nice. Then you don't have to go back and like pick exactly the right color per like I don't have to pick a specific skin color for the shading color. So that is actually extremely helpful. Thank you, Pekka. All right, so bed. We're gonna be playing some Balatro. Let's see. I think we have. Let's see, Thursday we're doing a build stream. Did I say we're playing games Friday? I think so. If so, then Friday, we're gonna attempt the Balatro. We're gonna see what we can do. Friday is off? Oh, okay. Well, whenever we do play the video games again, I don't know, maybe it will be Friday. We'll see. Okay, so, technique, let's see. What was the other thing I wanted to do? We could color some lines. There's one other thing that I wanted to mess around with today. What was that? Hold on. Oh, okay, so what we want to do, we're gonna put all of this in an folder, and probably all the lines as well. Okay, then let's grab a new layer. What do we set this to? Color? Overlay? Maybe an overlay? I think that's how they did that. So if we grab like a purple, and just slightly make all the colors a little bit more cohesive. What happens if I do color? That might be a little too much. That's not too bad. Channel point bets on beating each round. We could. That would make it more exciting. Then you guys could get the betting endorphins as well. All right, maybe Friday we'll do some Balatro. How's that work for you guys? So yeah, just a slight bit of a color overlay. Interesting. Okay, so that was the other thing. This was the other thing I wanted to experiment with. And then we need a little bit of global lighting. So we're gonna throw all that in a folder and we're gonna clip a layer back to the folder, so that way... Oh, that is very purple. I don't think we need it to be quite that purple. Let's just a little more like that. A little brighter, maybe? I don't know that we need... Actually, here we go. Okay, and then one more. Let's try for... Let's do like one of those. Overlay. Let's try. Just brighten up the face a little bit. Do we like this? Does this work? Hum yum 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 yum. So many folders within a folder. And then if we put an outline, let's also grab I mean, that's not bad, right? Okay, what else do I want to add? I feel like we need some sort of steam or like wispy cloud sort of a thing coming off there. We need to add a layer here. Let's grab white. And then let's just add one of those. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. Welcome in.
Let's make something beautiful together.
Will be nimble. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in, new denizen. Welcome to Studio Art Now and Then. Studio Art. Welcome to Studio Now and Then, where we do art now and then. Listen, the sales pitch is new. I'll get it eventually. Nice modern look. Thank you. That's the hope. It is still very fierce though. Very fierce. Okay, so then we lower the opacity. Does it read correctly though? That's the question. Yeah, guys, we got a first time chatter. Can we get some more welcomes in chat, please? I don't quite like how the smoke curls back in on itself. I do want it to be contained to the figure. So maybe we do like one of these and then we fade it off into maybe like this. It does look a little strange. We might need just a touch more opacity there. And then let's just make this part like thinner, I think. Yeah. Okay, one last thing we're gonna do. Filter, blur. Bit of a Gaussian blur, just to make it look like steamy. There we go. Wait, you know what we could have done? Hold on. Would that work? Okay, hold on. Let's go back. Let me copy this layer because I like that, but I want to try something. So what if? So we have this white. on like the ears, right? Well, we don't want to, actually, there's an easier way to make a selection for this, but if we make the steam, like, go off... Do we like that? Does that work?
I love making your layer. Do it.
No, hold on, wait. Listen, layers are fine, it's great, but like, give me just like a second here. We're experimenting. I'm seeing if this is gonna work. So we overlay that with this. Let's select. Let's select our this part. Then if we go back to here and delete all of that. That way it touches the white. Do we like that? No, that looks kind of weird because it just kind of cuts off. Okay, we're gonna keep this as it was. Also, new layer. Here you go. Layer 24. This one's for you. There you go. Oh, it's a Konodomo. Hello there. Is work on fire today? May I offer you a soothing cup of coffee for your troubles today? Cool aunt vibes. You know, somebody has described me like that before. Honestly, yes. I will accept. That sounds like a solid plan. I think I encourage too much chaos to be like, to have the mommy vibes, but like I'm definitely the I'm gonna start mischief aunt for sure. Okay, so aside from the line art not being how I would like it to be, the actual coloring went real fast. Like, I'm kind of surprised. So I'm wondering if I make a bunch of line art stuff and then we do little experiments like this. Okay, so now then the follow-up question with cartoony things. Let's hide that. We have this, that's all done. Is there a way to do line art faster? Simplifying shapes would be one way to do it. I'm actually really curious. All right, hold on. I think we have all this on one layer. Is there anything on any of these layers? Okay, that one's blank. I think I need to save. Hold on. It's freaking out. Hold on. Is there anything on this layer? What are you doing, program? Okay, nothing on this layer. Nothing on that layer. Okay, I think we're good. Let's try doing one more drawing. We gotta do it real fast. All right, guys, we got 20 minutes on the clock. Are we ready? We're gonna try to do a thing in 20 minutes. Okay, here we go. So this idea, let's see. So this is, oh my gosh, something that I need to make time to do. I would love to go into like random park near my location and do some plein air paintings. I gotta figure out how to make that happen. Probably paints. That would be a good start. Let's see. Simplify the shapes. Let's start with just, okay, we're trying to do too much detail all at once. Let me try this again. Okay, just shapes for now. Let's do a very gestural drawing. Okay, so we've got the belt, we've got the pants. Have I done Bob Ross paintings? You know, I haven't. That would also probably be like a really good one. I mean, I have space at the new den. We could do actual physical paintings. Like one of doing a Bob Ross paint along does sound real good. Okay, let's make sure we're hitting the right hotkeys. Okay, this leg is like really, really thin compared to the other one. Can't have that. Thick thighs, very important, as the saying goes. Okay, so we're gonna have lightning bolt on this side this time. Let's see. I feel like I have a lot of complicated designs right near like the shoulder area, which is gonna make it a little bit more challenging to simplify the shapes. Let's see. Let's see. I think we need to move the face this way a little bit more. Like, it doesn't quite line up with the spine. Also, I'm pretty sure that this... Maybe the head just looks really big because I have huge ears. That's probably it. New model. Yeah, debuted Friday. This is the third day that I have ever used this model. Bam! Surprise! Oh, hello fellow Kitsune. Welcome in. A ruum is plural for area? I don't know. That also sounds like a made-up word. Is that a legit word? Is a good model? Thank you. I have been told that I'm supposed to let people know that I made this myself, and that it's not actually bragging because it is a factual statement. So, hey, I made this. Oh. Oh, tail pats. Yes, I did both the art and the rigging. I feel like the spine just is not lined up properly on our little doodle here. So let's just, you know, line up the spine a little bit better. And then arm number 2 with art palette. Oh, thank you for the head pats. Thank you. Wow. I'm very pleased. If I zoom in, like all of the facial expressions and stuff, like squint my eyes a little bit and you can see it. It pleases me. I have more than one. Well, listen, the spine is made up of lots of little spines, is it not? Did I ever finish the picture that I was making for Anna? I didn't. There's something about it. It was... There's something about it that I didn't particularly like. It's actually been a while since I've looked at it. Maybe if I look at it again, I'll be able to see what about it was bothering me. Okay, hold on. We're making sure that we're on a new layer. New layer. Okay, here we go. But yeah, I would like to finish that one, but I don't know if I will, is the problem. Difficult to draw arms raised, like straight up? Do you mean for like a VTuber model, or do you mean for like just as a drawing? For a model, yeah, absolutely. That would be complicated as heck, probably, especially to make it not look weird. Oh, just in general? I did at one point. Nowadays, it's not so much of an issue for me. Figured out why I picked origami figures for Anna? Secrets. So for anybody who doesn't know, I am part of a game dev team. We are making, listen, my opinion is very biased about this, but it is the best visual novel you'll ever play. So, am I a self-taught artist? So, mostly, so like I did go to some schuling. Oh, I did do a few schuling, and I took an occasional art class, but for the most part, I'm self-taught, which is not like super admirable. Like, learning to learn is good, and everybody should know how to do this. But the thing with art classes is they will help you to learn faster. So it is not necessarily like, Isla, make a new layer. Do it. Okay, fine. Here's your new layer. But yeah, listen, art classes, they will help you to learn faster. Naturally gifted? No, listen, it's learning. It's a pursued interest. Okay, I have spent many years looking at things, studying them, wondering, how the heck did they do that? I have referenced other, like, how to draw books. Like, this is not just I did this on my own. I studied. Okay, it's a pursued interest. If you go to art school or an art class, you can learn techniques and why stuff is certain ways much faster, and that will actually help you to make the art that you want to make more well, not easily. It'll give you guidance, we'll call it that. Anatomy is important, yeah. Gesture drawing is great. Listen. It's all about what you're trying to learn out of the gesture drawings, right? For me, it's figuring out ways to show movement with shapes. So like this leg shape right here, for example, we're going off on a bit of a tangent. We just have this like S curve right here. And it, like, this is very sharp, pointy line, but it implies a lot more movement than trying to draw stuff 100% anatomically correctly. So like, again, with gesture drawing, depends on what you want to get out of it. If you're trying to study anatomy to try to learn it, that's not exactly what gesture drawing is for. You can pick up little bits and pieces of anatomy from there, but you're trying to draw very quickly with gesture drawing. Yeah, being able to draw the shapes quickly. Exactly. Yeah. Your aunt, okay, talking to YouTube land denizens, aunt can do photorealistic paintings? Oh. Well, here's the thing. Do you want to draw photorealistic paintings? Do you want to draw something else? You don't have to follow one specific art path, you know? It's very important, yeah. Okay, so I would say that works. I think we got that. Let's see. So then the question becomes how to... Okay, we got like 10 minutes. Can we do some proper line work in like 10 minutes? Let me hide this thing. Actually, hold on. Let me grab this. And you are going to go onto your own layer. Then we're going to make a new folder with all of this stuff in it. Then we're going to make it blue. Then we're going to lower the opacity. Let me scoot you over just a little bit. Okay, are you an empty layer? Yes. Okay, beautiful. Okay, let's use my favorite brush and let's see if we can do some line art a little bit faster. Shall we? Okay, listen, I don't just draw fish in maid outfit. I draw lots of people in maid outfits. Thank you. Hello. Welcome in. Style is important nowadays. It is. So with style, quick tangent. Here is my how-to art. You learn the basics. Okay? This is shapes. This is your ability to draw like a curvy line without doing like the scratchy thing, right? So basics. You figure out your basic shapes, you kind of get an idea for like, a 3D shape kind of looks like this. This also includes perspective and also anatomy. You want to know how things look in reality and why they look certain ways, like how to build a face, like quote unquote realistically. So you learn your basics, then you learn how to stylize, which is translating the basics into something else. There you go. So you can always keep studying basics. Like I still study the basics, how stuff works, what is anatomy, etc. and so on. It's one of those things that you just keep working on, but then you take that knowledge and then you translate it into a style. But you gotta know the basics. You gotta know the rules so that you can break them intentionally exactly how you want to break them. There you go. Is there a new Marvel Zombies trailer? Man, I think I have one of those comic books. Maybe. I listen, I don't really keep up with the news too well. I did hear that Silk Song is coming out, what, Thursday? So that's exciting. Is something like shading a stylization? So, yes, technically speaking, any sort of drawing is a stylization, because you're like, if you look at a vase sitting on a table and you translate that vase into a drawing, you are taking a 3D object and turning it into a 2D object, and then tricking people with shading into thinking it's a 3D object on a bit of paper, right? So, like, technically speaking, it's all stylization. Technically speaking. But also, yes, shading is stylization. There's different styles of shading, like cross-hatching, and what I do generally is like a cel-shaded sort of a thing, right? It's got an anime sort of flair to it, right? But then there's like illustrations, which are slightly more dependent on realistic lighting and that kind of thing. So yeah. So too long didn't read. Yes, it is stylized. They're making a show picking off where they left it off. Oh, okay. Nice. Honestly, like, okay, classifying styles is very difficult, especially since, like, people can't agree on, like, is it a sandwich, is it a taco, is it a soup, etc. and so on. So, like, classifying things is very difficult. I have seen anime-style pictures that have, I don't know, it's almost like a sketchy style of coloring, but then you zoom out and you're like, oh, it's beautiful and it's smooth. I don't know, that one's a tough one. I wouldn't say it's specific, like, it's got realistic, like, lighting to it and stuff. I don't know, that's a tough one, Egg. I'm also probably the last person to ask about properly categorizing stuff, because I'm very bad at names and remembering the proper terminology for things. Is there probably a proper terminology? Probably. Do I know what that is? Nah. Okay, so I think if we're starting with, let's see, starting with things at the front. So this hair overlays a bunch of other things. That is not how this lightning bolt works. Let's see. How to draw my own hair. Let's see. this way, then this way. There we go. Then we have collar, which is going to overlap the arm a little bit. Shoulder. Then we have the cuff of the sleeve. Making calzones, ayo, let's go. Break time. We got like a minute, it's fine. Style is very hard to define. This is true. Okay, it is break time, and I'm just... Do I want to call it here for today? Do we want to work on this just a little bit longer? I feel like we're pretty close to getting this finished. Oh my goodness. Loud car is loud. I don't know, there's something about this brush. Like, it's not clean, it's very messy, and it allows my brain to just be like, yeah, sure, this line here, slap it down. I guess I just need the Chaos Brush. All right, tell you what, let's go do a break time. We're gonna return and we're gonna keep working on this. And I'm definitely going to be taking a break. Isla, you need to take a break. It is time now. It is time for a break. Isla, please. Okay, no, it's fine. Listen, we're taking a break. It's fine. Everybody, please enjoy break screen, and we'll be back within 5 minutes. Okay. All right. Wow. And we are back. All right. Hello again, everybody. Are you curious about my brush? So this one is like, it's a variation of a gouache brush. I'm using Clip Studio, and basically it's textury, it's messy, it pleases me. There you go. Also, if you would like to play around with this brush for yourself, I think it's pinned in the Discord, I think. So yeah, I would say like you can do whatever with it, just like don't sell it. Because I am pretty sure I got this for free, so let's keep it free and like as a resource if you want it. That's all. And me, hello. My floofiness and cut. I mean, I do have some new threads. The cut is very nice. It fits me very well. That is true. Okay. Let's keep zoomed out and let's see if we can just do some very, very quick line art. I often find that
make a new layer. Do it.
I often find that I have to make a new layer for some reason. There you go. There's your layer. Enjoy that. No, I find that the more I like zoom out, the better the line art goes, and then I zoom in and I'm like, oh, it's so messy. But then I'm like, wait, it's already done. It's fine, probably. It's a weird paradox. This is definitely not an issue that I have with like, or had with like traditional drawing. I have gotten so used to digital art though. Traditional art is very fun, but it is much more intense than I remember. There's very little like, there's no undo button. I kind of miss that, but at the same time, like, did I get you to draw today? Take that. Also, good job. You did a draw today? Heck yeah. Do it. Do it. I got Phoenix to draw too. Let's go. Yeah. The plan is working. Listen, you created something out of nothing. That's amazing. Even if you say it's just a little something, you made a whole thing. Do a little bigger, and it got too complicated. Yeah, I do that quite a lot. So then the question becomes, it's an issue of problem solving, right? Okay, we should probably, let's see. We should probably draw an expression in here also. Let's see, maybe Isla is also doing a problem solving with the art sort of a face. I just realized you can actually see me making faces as I'm drawing now. Alright, thank you so much for hanging out, Phoenix. I'll catch you later, okay?
Make a new layer.
Please, I have so many. Here you go. Here's your layer. Number 29. Do not perceive. Do not perceive. It's So anyway, that looks kind of weird. I don't know that I like that. But that would be kind of good though. Cause like, if this is thinking, Kitsune doing a painting. That's kind of the thing that I want for these. Maybe we just need to squinch the cheek out a little bit more. Yeah. Also, hello Jackie, welcome in. Oh my gosh, mods, can we get a shout out for Jackie? The bestest vampire. I almost said Bamvir, and I don't know why. Listen, this is very serious.
No.
Hungry for hippo. Hello there. Glad you could make it today. Okay, so anyway, let us continue. We are drawing here. Let's see. And try to stay a little bit zoomed out. I want so badly to zoom in, but like zooming in that way is madness. That way is unhappiness. Now that's an interesting shape. That was not really intended, but what an interesting shape. We just need a tiny little bit of the heel. There we go. So a little bit of ankle. We have the shoe. We have the toe beans. The Bob Ross vibes. I mean, okay, so one of the things earlier I mentioned doing plein air, however it's pronounced. Basically, you grab a mobile set of painting stuff, you have a canvas, maybe an easel, you go out into the wide world, find a cool landscape, and you paint it. Generally, it's not the best painting ever, but you study the environment and how to paint in a very unique way, and then you also have to deal with like bugs swarming onto your painting, and like I don't know, it's like a whole thing, and it's something that I have never properly taken the time to do, but I've always been fascinated by it. So like this is a future Isla, please go do plein air paintings, do it, sort of a thing. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I mean, it could. Okay, is this layer empty? Yes. Okay. So yeah, perhaps like you don't have to have a massive canvas. Generally, it's very small.
Isla, make a new layer. Do it.
We have so many. Here you go. There's your layer. Enjoy that, Jackie. But yeah, maybe just doing like, maybe starting with like, I don't know, getting some paints and like doing an small painting would be like where to start, right? Bob Ross paint along sort of a thing, you know? I bet I could set that up. I bet I could do that. Wah. Wah. Usage of all layers?
Fine. Fine. It's fine. I guess I am cute.
That is a lie. That is a lie. It is fierce. I'm very fierce. Just so you know. Look with your eyes. It's true. Should the redeem? Listen. I can only use so many layers, you know? You know what would be really helpful? How about I grab my ruler and I put this on my pin display, and then I actually use my ruler to draw straight lines, huh? Yeah, that would make a lot of sense, Isla. And then we clean this up a little bit. There we go. One line per layer. That just sounds like a nightmare. I don't know. You're not supposed to struggle with straight lines. I mean, you could, but why? Listen, if the objective is to be able to perfectly draw a straight line, then you will be winning. But if the objective is to make an art, you have permission. You have maybe even an obligation to make it easier on yourself and use a straight edge to just draw the straight line. Okay, so then we have this layer. Let's clean up this a little bit. Let's actually make sure that we close the little tripod there. Line weight and sensitivity. So in Clip Studio. Okay, actually, let me back up for 2 seconds. So a few things with that. There's like pen pressure levels, and that's very dependent on the type of tablet and or pen display that you have. Generally speaking, if it's anywhere like, if it's any sort of number, you're probably not going to tell the difference between sensitivities. But if it's like line weight is like how like heavy the line is, sensitivity is how lightly you can press, and like the difference between like, okay, hold on, let me try this again. Sensitivity is you press really lightly and it picks it up, and then you press a little bit heavier, a little bit more, and then maximum like pressure, and you get like different line thicknesses, line weights, based on how hard you are pressing down with the pen. So it's the weight of the line, which is how thick it is or how much ink is being put down. The sensitivity is your tablet and or pen display picking up the amount of pressure that you're drawing with. I think that's how to summarize that. The comedic device, the rule of threes. I can already tell. Listen, I'm ready. Do it, Jackie. I'm so ready.
Make a new layer. Do it.
Layer 31. There you go. Is it funnier the third time? There. Enjoy that. Okay, where are we? Do we use this layer? Is this an empty layer? This is an empty layer. Okay, we're gonna take that and put that down here. So yeah, that's one of those things that I think I have gotten all of the terminologies correctly.
Hey, Isla, you should save.
I probably should save. It's one of those things that I don't know that I've really used that terminology a lot, but I think I have. I think I got it correct. Maybe. Perhaps. Thank you, Konotomo. I try. Okay, somebody else said save. Okay, saving. Hold on. Okay, it has saved. Okay, we just have... Okay, so notice right here, this line, that goes from the tail to like the belt, that is a tangent. We must avoid those at all costs. So we are moving the tail up a little bit so that it doesn't look like it. We don't get weird optical illusions. Every button possible? Perhaps. Okay, so we have one little bit more that we need to draw. We're gonna draw the palette. Gonna avoid making weird tangents. We're gonna have a little blob of paint right there, so it actually looks like a color palette. There we go. All right, now we need one additional layer. You are an empty layer. Beautiful. We're gonna make some glasses on a new layer. Oh. And the crowd goes mild. She's using the layers. Oh. Yeah. Consistency? So partially that is a practice thing. So there are stuff that is not grammar, Isla. There are tools in Clip Studio. If it's stabilization, I think it might help with the line width stability. So it's a more even taper. Let's see. Heavy pressure, less pressure. But like even with my thing, even with my pen display, sometimes if you are like it still does kind of weird shape things. That might also be just based on the type of brush I'm using. Let me actually grab a pen with line dynamics. So yeah, I think maybe I need to look into my line sensitivity, because that's a very weird chunky jump. So I'm pressing a lot and then I let off. Am I just doing it too quickly? Okay, so we can taper that fairly easily, but that seems like a little bit weird. That's a bit too harsh of a jump in size, isn't it? I wonder if it has to do with speed, because I think this is like this shape of line right here. This might be the program kind of helping or compensating. Maybe? I don't know. That might be a thing I need to look into. But if you're drawing slowly, I think that makes it much more difficult to get like this tapered shape. You love all the layers? Let's go. So yeah, that might be a thing I need to look into. So my one bit of advice for just digital drawing in general, I have gone into Clip Studio's presets, and I have, this might even be in my tablet presets, but I don't have to push that hard to get the maximum thickness line, just so that I don't like injure myself by,
make a new
very
do it.
by pushing too hard. Like it's a struggle to make sure that the lines are very thin. But that actually makes it so that I can draw longer. But like as for the actual line sensitivity, what a weird. Yeah, there's like some weird chunkiness. Like that is not a very smooth transition. Is that me, or is that the program? That is a very interesting question. You have a gift for me? A new layer? Aw, you shouldn't have. No, really. No, really. Anyway, there's your new layer right there. Enjoy it. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's one of those things that it's very fiddly, and it might be a per. What layer is this on? Hold on. I need to look. Okay, it's on this layer. But yeah, the sensitivity and the pressures and like the dynamics of things. I didn't delete my. Oh, I deleted my. Oh no! Go back! Go back! When did I delete that? Back! Go back! Go back! Oh no! This is why I thought I was on a different layer. No. Oh. I thought I was on a different layer, and so I just deleted and cleared everything on the layer because I thought it would be fine. I have reached my maximum amount of undos. What did I accidentally delete? I had my little tripod thing here. This was fully drawn, and the whole thing was done. And because of the layer chaos, chat, I thought I clicked onto a blank layer. It was not a blank layer. The chaos layers, they worked. Alright, so anyway, I think we're gonna call it here for today, everybody. I've had so much fun. No, actually I did. But also, like, I will have to redraw it. But look at what we did! Wow. And then we talked about a lot of odd stuff, but hey, look, we completely made one whole thing today. Wow. Sipping coffee. Layers have granted me new opportunities, new exciting ways for things to be scuffed. Love it. But no, I think we are. Let's go back to chat screen. Okay. New and exciting. That's very true, yeah. Oh. Listen, it's not candy. They're just rocks. It's just a rock. They're really shiny. But don't be tempted. Don't be fooled. They're rocks. It's just a rock. Okay? It's just a rock. Trust. Alright, everybody. We're gonna call it here for today. There will not be Troublemaker collab after this. I'm gonna go see if we can raid a friendo, though. That'll be very nice. But yeah, next stream is going to be on Thursday. We're gonna do build stream on Thursday. Haven't done one of those in a while. So yeah, I have a lot of Lego kits to build. I've been buying them and I have not had time to build them. So we're building Legos Thursday. That's the thing. Oh, is D live? Oh, let's go. Yeah, but yeah, thank you guys very much, everybody, for hanging out with me. Okay, so next stream, Thursday, Friday, It says art on the end screen, which we're going to go zooming off to right now. Wow. So it says that we're doing art, I think. Yeah, so it says we're doing art. We're actually going to be playing Balatro. But everybody, thank you very much for hanging out with me. Have an excellent rest of your day. And let's do a raid. Oh, Pip, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in, new denizen. All right, everybody. I'll see you all next time. Bye.